everyone! So glad you can join me again on my YouTube channel, Indra's Healthy Indulgences. Now, as you may know, I am a dietitian, and earlier today, I actually saw a client who was a young executive in his 20s, just joined the workforce, but the thing is, he has high blood pressure. Now, you wouldn't typically think that someone that young would be already having high blood pressure, or also known as hypertension, but he does. And the thing is, a recent newspaper report also says that high blood pressure is one of the #1 fastest growing ailment of young executives, partly because of their lifestyle, poor eating habits, and of course, stress level. Now, if you can relate to that, which I'm sure a lot of you can, and your blood pressure is soaring, do join me today because I would like to introduce to you some very wholesome foods that can actually help to tame that blood pressure of yours. And these foods, such as the potato, loads of vegetables, tomatoes, as well as our herbs and spices, all contain magnesium and potassium, the two key nutrients that will help you to control that rising blood pressure before it gets out of hand. I'm going to show you an extremely simple recipe, which is a baked potato jacket topped up with some minced meat and a nice dollop of yogurt. So let's get started. The very first thing you need to do is we're going to have to bake our potatoes. And this is an extremely simple step. What you do is you choose nice sized potatoes like this. Just wash it under running water in your tap, scrub it clean, pat it dry, and after that, you're going to pop it into the oven. Now, potatoes, like I said, is really good at taming your blood pressure because it's very high in potassium and magnesium. And an average size US potato contains up to 18% of your daily allowance for potassium. So now, when you put it into the oven, you don't need to wrap it in any tin foil. Now, that's a common misconception. When you wrap it up with tin foil, what happens is that you don't get that nice crispness on the skin. So don't wrap it. Just place it in a preheated 220°C oven and just bake it for about 50 minutes to 60 minutes to an hour, all right? We're gonna make the filling. So we're gonna start with chopping up a red onion. And finely mince our garlic. Just throw off the skin. Okay, I've got my shredded carrot ready. While my pan is getting nice and hot, I'm just going to drizzle in some oil. I'm going to saute my aromatics. Now, all the ingredients that I'm using in this recipe, apart from the potatoes, all the other ingredients are also very high and rich in potassium. Okay, so now once this is done, I'm going to add in minced beef. Minced beef is very high in iron, and iron helps with the formation of red blood cells. Or if you want to save time, it's perfectly fine to use canned beans. Now, beans, honestly, are very sustainable food. It's a plant-based protein, so it's very high in protein, very high in fiber as well, and it has no cholesterol. So once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my stewed tomatoes. There's a bit of the liquid from it as well. Just gonna add a little bit of water and my seasoning. Gonna add some crushed black pepper, pinch of paprika, some Cajun spiced seasoning. Oh, all these flavors are looking good. I like using a lot of natural herbs and spices because it adds a lot of flavor without depending on using too much salt. And a tiny pinch of sugar just to balance out the acidity that's in the tomatoes. Okay. So what you do now is, very gently, just make a slit in your baked potato. Be careful, don't cut it right through, just make a slight slit. So just be very gentle, just like that, okay? Once you do that, just loosen it up a bit like that, just to make like a little well. Now you scoop up the good stuff. So this potato dish actually really works well like that. So you can actually pre-bake the potatoes, keep them. You can make the mincemeat filling and keep them as well. I'm now gonna add Greek yogurt. And I'm gonna serve this up with some nice sliced avocados. One dish lunch that has all the nutrition that I need to keep my blood pressure at bay.